Get in on the action this season with Underdog Fantasy's Pick'em game. Select higher or lower between 2 and 8 players and compete for up to 325 times your entry. Use code DIRECTOR when signing up to receive up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Action.
Who's got it better than us?
Kia ora. Well. What do we have here? We got ourselves our final, maybe final, I don't know. We're going to wait and see what happens. We got ourselves a maybe busy week next week. I'm hoping that we can get some footage for a certain hype video. Let me get your chat in here real quick, guys. There we go. While we're live, you guys might see a notification for my next video. We've been hustling today, but I did say we were going to do another draft today. I'm going to try and squeeze it in. How much time do we got? Yeah, we got to get started here soon. So I've posted the link for all of the members already. They had a chance to get in early. We got a couple of guys in here. But if you guys still want to participate, there is, like 7 spots still available that we're going to post in the comments here in just a second. I'm going to post it on Twitter as well. And we can get going, man. We have ourselves, what is this, draft 5? Is this the 5th draft that we've done on Underdog? If you guys are unfamiliar with how this works, it's a best ball league. So that basically means you draft 18 players. It's a deep bench. But the week-by-week matchup, it'll tally up the points from all the best players for you. You know what I mean? So it's good to spread things out. Make sure you got your bases covered at quarterback, tight end, all these other positions. But for the most part, it's a good time, and doesn't require all the micromanaging of a regular season draft. So that's fun, man. It's going to be cool. Everybody in the chat, good to see you. We got Cross-Eyed Billy, Bullfather, Kyle Peters, M-Dog. Pity can't play in the UK. One day, man, the glory of a fantasy experience will reach across the pond, because that is one of my absolute favorite parts about football season is fantasy football. I got my big fantasy league coming up on Friday is when we're going to be drafting, which is pretty crazy, actually. That's pretty close to the season, huh? And but good thing we did, because we're getting a lot of news about some certain players. There's, Najee Harris is finally practicing. He looks good. Rashee Rice officially suspended 6 games. This is why you're patient. This is why you wait. Should be a good time. Miss Rocket Hope, he's good with the Browns. Yeah, me too. It's interesting. I don't know. It feels like there's gonna be some things we regret. Is all I'm gonna say. But let's go ahead and throw the link in the chat here. I'm actually gonna go really quick and post it on Twitter as well. I got a thing I gotta do. So we want to make sure we can get in and out of here as soon as possible. And it's gonna start as soon as all of the spots are filled. I'm going to go ahead and grab this here. Hopefully all members that wanted to participate got a chance to look at it. It's only been up for about 15-20 minutes, but yeah, here we go. I'm going to post it on Twitter, and we're going to grab the link for anybody in the comments that wants to participate as well. Here you go. We still got like 7 spots available for anybody who wants to jump in. And again, this might be the last one. I don't know. Again, it's around this time of year that the Chargers release some of their promo footage that they shot. The really cool backdrop stuff with all the sound effects and all that. Anyway, that's a big part of me revealing the rookies in my hype videos. So we're kind of waiting on that. And if that hits next week, we'll see if I have time to do another draft, man, because that can be a brutal 4 or 5 days of editing, but it should be good. Saint, what's going on, dude? What's up, Director? Why you start this right when I get off work? Because we absolutely understand the need to draft. Saint Razzle, you got yourself an addiction, dude. I'm excited too. I want to get me in a couple of leagues this season. I think it'll be fun. Gonna do sleeper for the no, we're not doing sleeper this season. I think I just have too much on my plate this year to add another league on the channel and everything. But we had a lot of fun with this last year. This is one where we draft once and then kind of keep an eye on it throughout the season every once in a while, and it's a good time. I had a lot of fun with these leagues. I think I ended up winning 2 or 3 of them last season. which definitely covered, the entry cost for myself. But in the end, I mean, we're only doing $5, hollers. Make it fun. Keep it accessible. It's fun. I would do free ones, but I feel like people just don't really pay attention, throughout the season on free leagues. At least that's me. Maybe I can't speak for everybody. You got 9 leagues going? Yeah, dude. I think right now I have 4. I have 4 leagues. I have 2 more to draft in. And then obviously the underdog stuff throughout the year. This is the time, man, to indulge and have fun. 5 more spots available for anybody in the comments that wants to join in. 5 more spots. And again, I will say this a few times. I'm sure we're not going to have any problems filling it up, but this might be the last one depending on when the promo footage comes out next week. Because once I get in that editing mode, it's hard to take me out of it. You know what I mean? Because why not? Because why not? It's a good time. And also, yeah, if you guys are joining for the first time, if you're here is like, oh, this is Directors League, I've never tried Underdog before, definitely make sure to take advantage of some of the free stuff you get by using my code. All right, up to $1,000 bonus cash, all that kind of stuff. And they're doing this thing $5, and then you get $50 to play. So if you put 5, let's say to join this league, right? Underdog will give you $50 to play with in the season as well, which is pretty cool. That is something definitely take advantage of if you have not participated yet. When is our first game? Next week. Next week. Football season's here, baby. We made it. We have arrived. I'm so stoked, dude. So 4 spots available. We're going to get this thing going. Needs to get authorized in places. Yeah, it's tough. I feel like there's good reasons for it. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you're wagering and all that kind of stuff. But, I try to really, really promote a healthy participation in these sorts of things because this is for fun, right? I feel like you can get caught up in it, sure, but this is why, when I post stuff, it's usually fivers and this and that. You guys will see. I mean, like we got little winnings up there in the right side. But at the end of the day, it's more about engaging a little bit more with football and having a little bit more fun in the season. That's what gets me excited. 3 more spots, and we are getting into this underdog draft with the Bolt fam. Anyone else who has an opportunity to participate. Honestly, it's been really fun so far. These drafts have been interesting to see, where things are swinging up and down. In terms of roster spot or draft position, ADP has been interesting. My wife actually is in this big league too with the place she used to work at. We crunched a whole bunch of studying together. She can go out there, and she got herself a nice team too. So I'm excited to see what we can put together on Friday in my season long. Because that league, I've been in that league for 12, going on 13 years now. Yeah, I've won 4 of them. Yeah, that's the record in the league. We'll see if we can add to that this year. Yeah, it can be crazy. We're going to go ahead and post this. Actually, I think we can wait just a couple more minutes before we post it to the general YouTube post or whatever. If I remember right, I can just edit this, right? Yeah. And then... Oh, no, they took it off. It used to be that you could change the audience there, but there you go. Members only. This was your 2-minute warning, right? I guess it was more like a 10-minute warning. And we got 3 people. 3 more. We can get this show on the road. Anybody else want to join in the chat? Now is the time. And we're going to draft ourselves a season-long team. I wish I could put my favorite players in here without you guys seeing. Maybe there's another window. No, because it'll pop up over here. I got a whole bunch of favorite players that I feel, especially in terms of depth pieces, these sleepers that I think I don't want you guys beating me too. What's up, Hugo? How did the Browns get Cole, Strange, and Sanders? It's because, and this is really dumb, but it's the way it works. Okay, and maybe it's because it would be too complicated any other way. But waivers don't work in this instance the way they work in a fantasy draft, like what we're doing. It's not like a snake draft where one team picks one player and the next team picks the next player. No. If you're first and on waivers at this period, you get to take as many players as you want, and then the next team goes, and then the next team goes. So technically, the Browns, they could have signed every single person on my list today. I posted a few videos talking about some of my favorite waived players, and waivers wouldn't be able to stop us, or stop them. They can get as many as they want, and that's crazy to me. Getting Cole Strange and Rocket Sanders is such a huge get for Cleveland. That's unfortunate. And honestly, what do you guys think? I think Rocket might end up elevating at some point in the season, maybe soon, to be that depth. If not, guy that gets us a little bit of time in the year. So I have to be happy for him in that instance. Like I'm stoked that he's going to get an opportunity. But man, I really wish that we were able to roster that one more running back to keep him on the team. Great, man. Team's on your behalf. No, dude. Can't even use a VPN Underdog. Yeah, I think that's one where they're pretty strict on. Write your favorite players on a... I have them all up here. I've done so much research that I've got a bunch of players in my noggin that when I see them and it flashes, I'm like, oh, yeah. And they're usually like, not all the way down, past all the obvious guys. Like, we're not going to go over Philip Lindsay, anytime soon, or Pierre Strong or Carlos Washington, all these guys from like 5 years ago. They're usually, a little closer towards the top. There's Rocket right there. Who knows? Still 3 more spots. I wonder if we're going to be... I'm going to wait a little bit. Obviously, we want to get this thing going. Let me actually post this to the general. Pull you guys over here so you're not seeing all my folders and stuff when I grab that image. 2 more spots, by the way. We actually had just one more fill up while I was posting this. There we go. And in 2 spots, we'll get this thing going. Pickens a big sleeper for you this year. I'm going to answer all your questions. I'm not going to hold anything back if it is asked. Yes. Even if it's going to cost me getting him in this draft. I do like Pickens a lot. I think that his ability to attack downfield wasn't very well utilized in Pittsburgh, and finally he's going to be in a situation where not only does he have a better quarterback in Dak Prescott, but you know where that coverage is going to be going? That's going to be CeeDee Lamb, dude. He's gonna get some opportunities to catch some passes this season. I'll tell you what. I'm pretty high on Pickens. I think he could be awesome. Gonna go ahead and pass and join the fantasy draft meeting next year if you're still doing it. Sounds good, Hugo. No worries, man. No worries. We're out here having fun. 125 of the Hawks, 8.5 over the season feels like a steal, by the way. Yeah, it could be. Could be. We're getting... I'm crunching all of this last second... or cramming all this last second research and stuff before the season. I've been very busy this year. Man, it's been a crazy one. It has been a crazy one. What up, dude? 2 more spots. And we will get into this thing. Let's see... Let's actually edit this. Okay, 2 spots left. Where are my eyeballs? Oh, I lied. 1 spot left. Then we get into it. Hey, do you think your Steelers will make the playoffs? I'm a Chargers fan. I think a lot depends on the whole quarterback thing. I don't know. You guys have some really nice pieces everywhere. I'm a huge fan of Caleb Johnson. I think you guys have something very special there, especially where he landed. But can Aaron Rodgers figure it out? It's Arthur Smith, too. Is he your OC? Ugh. I don't know, man. We'll see. You guys got some good pieces. Defense is obviously pretty good. But let's see if your offense can withstand the kryptonite of offenses in NFL, Arthur Smith. Best ball? Yes, best ball. And we are full. All right, let me go delete some of these as to not break any hearts. We don't want to get people all sad. Oh, director said we were open. Nah, sorry. We are ready to go. And I hope everybody that was hoping to get in this week got in. Because I remember last week everyone was like, okay, we'll wait. We're hoping to get in next week. And yeah, we'll see. But ultimately, the show must go on. The draft starts in 40 seconds. Good luck to all of our participants. We got Picasso. We got Bra. We got Cross-Eyed Billy. We got some returning players. And St. Rouser, Cross-Eyed Billy, Bra, right? You were here last week, right? Or is it a different Bra? We got Jay Bassett. We got Pickles, which I think we've had Pickles before, right? Phoenix. Joe. Jormond. Good to see everybody in here, man. Let's do this. Y'all going down. Where are we drafting? Am I at the tail end again? 1-9. How many drafts am I going to get? Inside the top 5? The answer to that, Mr. Director, is 1. You will get 1 draft in the top 5, and you are going to like it. You are going to like it. Why is it all, like, formatted weird? Hey, give me 1 sec. The window looks different than it did last week. I think I know what it is. Bum, bum, bum. There we go. It's because we're in some like active window for all that. There we go. Let's do it. Your first ever buying draft should be fun. Dude, it's so much fun. And a Fiverr is such a fun way to get your feet wet, too. Nothing too crazy. And we're off, by the way. We're fixing the screen. And while we were doing so, Chase, Robinson, and Barkley all off the board. Who are we looking at the 9 spot? Malik Neighbors, Puka, Amon-Ra. Did we go? Oh, man, I took so many shares of Achane, too. It looks like we may be the team that goes heavy on the wide receivers early. I think these other running backs, I'll be them great. You know what I mean? The value is probably going to be a wide receiver. And CeeDee Lamb off the board. We got Jefferson, McCaffrey, Collins, Neighbors in front of us here. What does Jor decide to do? Regular weekly fantasy. Oh, dude, I'm everything. I'm a huge Pick'ems guy, dude. I love Pick'ems in the season. That is the way to enjoy football. Y'all are making my life a little difficult, you know? You're going to leave Christian McCaffrey up there? I mean, that is a boomer bust. That's all I'm going to say. And Nico Collins. Oh. We got to. Like, we've got to. The plan was Nico or Neighbors, but CMC may have been the only running back option where I was like, all right, well, let's do it. And we're back to us at the 9 spot, and we'll definitely take Amon-Ra, right? Do you want to take a chance on... Nah. Ooh, I'm also pretty high on Drake London, but... And he had such a better end to the season. I don't know if I have any shares. This is where we have some fun, right? I'm going to take Drake London. Over Amon-Ra? No, let's not be done. Yes, let's be dumb. Are we going to get to be dumb? We're going to take him. I'm going to take Drake London. Was that dumb? It was probably dumb. I wanted to share. I wanted to be excited about him scoring touchdowns in some league, right? He could be good. I was a little worried about Ben Johnson leaving. That's probably the big one for me. London for you? Yeah. We'll go with our gut on this one a little bit. We took McCaffrey. Me and McCaffrey have a very... There's no love. It's all hate relationship. Every single season that he's been injured, he has been on my roster in my big league. That one sucks. That sucks. I even drafted him this last year, and I was fortunate enough to be able to trade him away pretty quickly. Because there was all this up and down, like, he's going to play, he's not going to play. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing the song and dance again. I'm going to trade him. I think I got A.J. Brown for him. You know, considering how things went down. Not a bad trade. Would I pull on Genty? Yes. I would try for Genty in the right spot. You know what I mean? Because I think there's a gap between, for me, Genty and Bijan in terms of their rookie seasons. Obviously this season. But in the rookie seasons, I think Genty has a lot of upside, but we'll have to see what Pete Carroll can do. I would do it. I would draft Genty. I just don't know how high and who would I be taking above him. Like, I still feel more comfortable with Chase Brown, Bucky Irving, maybe even Taylor over Genty, but the upside, it's exciting, especially in these kind of leagues. The fiver, you know, it's a season long, best ball, like, why not? Have some fun with it. Have some fun. Lions lost coordinator and Ragnow. Yeah, we'll see what the pass pro looks like. With that offensive line. They're missing another offensive lineman this season, right? There's another O-lineman that departed for whatever reason, and that's going to be something to watch with Gibbs. Hopefully none of my league mates are watching. Only 59 people in here. If you are, congratulations. You're doing your homework. But I have the number 1 pick in my draft. I think since the last time we streamed, the final numbers came in. And again, like I've mentioned before, the way that we select our draft order is by playing a game with the preseason. So we all put our picks down for the preseason games because obviously they're very random, right? But there's some skill a little bit if you kind of know your way around each team's depth. And whoever scores the most in the preseason gets to choose their draft spot first. And I scored the most this season and decided to take the number 1 spot. And I think I know who I'm taking. I think I'm going to tell you guys in a second. I think I am. Dexter! What's up, dude? Like, we got Unc in the practice squad. Yes, we did. Yep. That's the same thing that happened last year, you guys remember? He was let go, all of us freaked out, and then he came back in the practice squad a few days later. There you go. Anyway, the number 1 pick. Obviously, everyone's going Jamar Chase, and that's a great pick. But my keepers this season are Ladd McConkey in the 10th round and Malik Neighbors in the 5th round. So I'm keeping both of those guys. We get 2 keepers. I'm keeping both of those guys at those rounds I selected. That's how our league works. So the first time you keep a player, you keep him for the same round you paid for him last year. And then every year after that, you have to pay 1 round higher. And you can keep him up to 3 years, which is pretty cool. It's a little complicated, but we all been playing in this league long enough that it's like second nature to us now. So my wide receivers are looking awesome. So I'm definitely going to be taking Bijan Robinson tomorrow or on Friday during my draft. Okay, what are we looking at here? So we already have a nice running back and receiver. Now we're just looking for some either depth or this could be the difference maker in Trey McBride. Brock Bowers already gone. I think I'm going to take Trey McBride here, and then we'll see who's available on the turn because, yeah, that's going to be the move. We're going to take McBride. And we'll see who's available on the turn. I would like another running back considering our situation here, but the value just really isn't there. I like T. Higgins. I like maybe Tyreek's okay. Could have taken James Cook, actually. That may have been the move. Did we mess up? Maybe we did. Trevion Henderson's all the way up here already. There's Kenneth Walker. Do we pass on T. Higgins and Tyreek Hill and all these guys? We kind of have to. I like Trevion Henderson, but not that high. Yeah, we had to take a running back there. I think it was our job to reach there. I was hoping to get like Kyron. Oh, Kyron went right before me. Look at this run. Y'all are savages. Jacobs, Hampton, Brown, Williams right before our pick. Yeah, I was hoping for Kyron or Brown, or I would have taken Hampton here too maybe, but that is crazy. The run on running back. Y'all got me. Colson is on season-ending IR. Yeah, dude, that sucks so bad. I really hope that there's this third-year resurgence. Everyone's forgotten about him. He comes back with a vengeance, and we see that version that we were really hoping to see. It's tough to come back from something like that, man. 2 years, back-to-back. It's a long time. A long time from playing at your prime. Give me a discount JT Omarion. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still so shocked that this Trevion Henderson, guys, is up so high. Let's see, with the remaining running backs, I mean, I guess the upside's kind of worth it here, but no, I think I still take, Alvin Kamara and Hubbard maybe, and James Conner, and there's a number of guys I take before Henderson. I guess in these leagues, maybe people just like having fun with it. So Kittle off the board, McMillan. There's Pickens, one of my favorite values this season. Harrison. Interesting. We already have tight end covered too. Maybe I should have waited on tight end. I should have taken James Cook, right? I like Kenneth Walker a lot too, though. I view him pretty close, so whatever. I think we ended up getting something okay. We got the tight end as well. PPR, no PPR. This is a half-point PPR. A little of both, right? Pretty sure it's half point. Yep, half point. That's my favorite way to play fantasy. Full PPR is fun, but it can get a little crazy. Make sure you'll get Charbonnet. Yeah, I'll be looking up for him. Someone's going to snipe him for me now. How close are we to my next pick? 7 picks. Only happened to the Chargers. Yeah, honestly, I don't know, because we haven't really seen him on the field yet, so we don't know what he is in the NFL yet. We've seen him, but he was also kind of banged up still at that point. Jason Verrett comes to mind a little bit. Like, we know he's going to be good. He just can't get on the field, man. That sucks. 6 picks away. All right, there's some value here. Man, some of these guys, dude, that's the crazy part. So there's a benefit to waiting to draft till around this point, which me and my league do every season. And it's that we have more information. So we know if there's going to be guys hurt or there's guys on, lower on the depth chart than we thought. There's more info flying around out there. However, there's also a chance for a lot of guys to climb that you were hoping to get a lot later. Like Trevion Henderson, I would have loved to take him a little later. But this is a little high. Where are we sitting at here? Running back. We got Drake London. We probably do need to grab another wide receiver. How many picks? We got 2 picks before us. Where are these fine? These guys are pretty decent in best ball. Just because they have... They're obviously taking the best score from each position. I don't know. Oh, dude, yeah, DJ Moore. That's honestly, that's who I was looking at. Is like, okay, if I have to have a nice wide receiver too, maybe DJ Moore. Dunze, Golden, Olave. Boy, that's tough. I think honestly, we're gonna have to go. This might be a little higher than I was hoping, but I'm gonna take Calvin Ridley here. I know there's a bit of an injury thing with him, right? He's bouncing back from something, but him and Cam Ward looked so good in the preseason together. Let's take a shot on that. And we're going to be back up in one more pick. We take another wide receiver. What's the value here? Henderson's finally gone. Did somebody already take... Yeah, Alvin Kamara's gone too, huh? I think I got to take another running back. The pickings are going to get a lot slimmer from here on out, man. I like Harvey. I like Hubbard. I like Swift. But I think in the end, me personally, I feel like Pacheco might be one of the safer options that's still here. So I'm going to take Xavier Worthy, actually, because I was too slow. Apparently it didn't click. No! Director, going to be at the new Superchargers jersey? Oh, you betcha, man. Verrett played more than Colson, I think. Oh, yeah, he did. He's just the first player that comes to mind where I'm just like, man, the potential, and we just didn't get to see him. Unfortunate. Here's Pegasus! The $2 every stream. The yellow jerseys are stupid. I will say that I played some franchise on Madden the other day. I played a lot of franchise the other week. And I put the yellow jerseys in for the Colts game like they will be in real life. It was a little jarring. I'm not going to lie. It's different. I'll say that. It is the most yellow I've seen in the NFL. It is the most yellow. Thank you, Pegasus. Pegasus! $2 holla. I am so interested in your reaction to that Colts game. It's gonna be funny. Any good Charger players I should draft tonight? Oh, yeah. Lad McConkey, Amarian Hampton. Najee's kind of back on the menu because of that news that he's going to be playing for the most part. We think he's going to be playing because there's one of 3 running backs on the roster, and he's getting practice in this week. Yeah. Maybe some deeper guys. Keenan's not bad. Justin Herbert, obviously, is not bad late. There's some good ones. How do you cancel DAZN? You get charged every month. What am I doing wrong? So if you go to your account in DAZN, right? So this is how it works with DAZN and the NFL Game Pass. So you either pay up front. It's a bit of a discounted price. So you pay up front for the entire football season. It includes the whole year, by the way. It doesn't stop in February after the Super Bowl. You get access to NFL Network and all of the NFL content, Hard Knocks, everything NFL related. It's all in that one app on Game Pass. And what you're buying is the entire year, right? And so a lot of people, I actually end up doing this as well, pay the entire year just because it's a little bit cheaper. But if not, it does, if you take the monthly option, which is like $20, it does carry through the whole year. And then if you don't change it, like the same thing with NFL Sunday Ticket and pretty much anything else NFL that you pay for, it will renew automatically every year, right? And so if you want to cancel it, you got to go through your account and then put a cancel claim in or something like that. And depending on how it's managed or whatever, you should be able to at least get through to a rep that says, okay, we'll take it off, or cancel it straight there on the page. If I remember a couple of years ago when I had to do that because I didn't want to be paying monthly anymore, I wanted to pay full year price, I was able to cancel it and then pay the full year the upcoming season. But good luck. I hope it works out. I hadn't had that problem in a long time, so I couldn't give you a straight answer. But from what I remember, that is how I was able to handle that. Any ideas what's going on with Colson? We don't know. He's having surgery. He's going to be out. And thank you, by the way, for the $2 holla while we're drafting. Of all places to be getting hollas. We know he's having surgery, so he's not going to play this year, which is very, very unfortunate. All of the hype leading into the season last year, I was gutted when he was missing for the most part of the season, and I'm even more gutted that now he's kind of falling behind. You know what I mean? Sucks. It really does suck. What are the running backs we still got left? Yeah, boy. Man, I really missed the mark on Pacheco. I should have hit the button a little faster. It's fine for later rounds, I guess, but yeah, we needed a little something better. All right. Definitely don't want Waddle, so we got to move fast here. Running back. Do we take Mont? I think we got to take Montgomery. We're going to take Montgomery. I like these other guys a lot, too. But Montgomery is not only a good player because he scores a lot of touchdowns, he's a good number 2 or whatever, but if anything were to need to be changed with Gibbs, man, you're looking at an RB1. I don't know what to think about Tony Pollard. Doesn't really move the needle for me this season. There's Igbukah. That's who I was hoping to get on the turn. That's a good pick, 25. And Charbonnet! No! Oh, that was literally going to be my next pick. Oh, man. I was hoping to get Igbukah a little later. I mean, we see him in a lot of drafts later. So now we got to be creative at running back. Good thing that we got Mont. If we go back-to-back running back and just take an upside guy and Caleb Johnson here. Aaron Jones is tempting too, but I think it's got to be Aaron Jones. That feels a little safer. We'll take Aaron Jones. Got to start covering our bases at running back. Because wide receiver, I feel, is a bit deeper than running back. But running back, DMC, Kenneth Walker, Montgomery, Jones. Okay. That could probably work. And then we'll start building a little bit more depth. We did get Worthy for what it's worth at wide receiver. And we'll see what value we can get in the next swing. Chargers 25. You got me. Got me twice. Sit on top for 60 picks here. Yep. I think everybody's aware of what's going on with Rashee Rice. You know that feeling when you're all all your energy gets suddenly sucked out of you. That's how I felt the last couple of roster cuts with Rocket Sanders. Dude, there's been a couple of those this season. I'm hoping that it's just, one and done, we're good. And the season is good despite, what our hopes and dreams were as fans to make the roster and all that. But holy cow, man. The gut punches kept coming. Sanders being cut sucked. We missed out on some pretty big waiver guys. I keep getting reminded when I'm on Twitter because people are crazy and they like to bring it up. The Slater thing bums me out. I was looking forward to Mike Williams this year, although I'm so happy to have Keenan back. There's just a lot, but at the end of the day, take a look at the roster, what they're trying to build, the pieces that they've brought in. There's still a lot to be pretty stoked about. I'm excited. Sauce, yeah, that happens every year. Every year. Are you okay with Harvey being your RB2 in a full PPR? Other backs chase? I would definitely try and get J.K. Dobbins too, just in case, because Sean Payton can be weird with running backs. Like, you think you know what's going on, and then he does something completely different. Like, I was so shocked to see Audric Estime cut. If you guys watched my short today, I talked about Estime possibly being a target for the Chargers practice squad. Just because now that we don't have Rocket, I feel like we could bring one more guy in, even if it's just on the practice squad to be a body or to be a potential elevation option later in the season if necessary. And him and Jim Harbaugh, obviously they sync up. You know what I mean? He's a huge dude. He's not very fast, but holy crap, is he a hammer. He's a powerful running back. Anyway, the point of that being is RJ Harvey, you would expect to be the better player and to be the guy that's eventually going to be the primary running back for the Broncos. But who knows with Sean Payton? You know what I mean? Who knows? That's why I would at least cover my bases with J.K. Dobbins, because he's currently the starter. Like, he's currently listed as the RB1. So having Harvey as your RB2 in a fantasy league, you got to cover your bases there. But yeah. You guys think, I think at this point too, the Chargers should maneuver some things around on the roster. I don't know where yet. I know there's some guys that are moving to IR or something like that because they had to make room for the long snapper. I think they should try and get Kamani back on the 53. Because 3 running backs makes me a little nervous, but again, it really speaks to what they're trying to do, or what they feel they have at running back in the starting 2, in Najee and Amarian. Like, both of them are just so consistent, right? And the stamina is insane. If you're keeping both of them fresh on a carry, let's say the split is like 40-60 or even 30-70. That's a little high. Either way, like, that spells well for both of those guys. All right, who we got? All these wackadoodles. Rasheem, Mayers, Addison. No red flags here, right? Shakir. No red flags. We probably do want to get another wide receiver. There's Godwin, Shaheed, Burden, Kirk. Man, dude, it's pretty dry out here. I think I'll just take Keenan because it'll tick somebody off. I'll take Keenan Allen. And then we're back up. Who are the available quarterbacks? Yeah, I think we'll be fine. We got to get more depth at wide receiver. Addison, Reed, Downs, Coleman. I think Michael Pittman kind of caught my eye here. Shaheed also kind of catches my eye, but we're gonna go with Pittman. What are we doing on wide receiver now? We got 5 wide receivers, 4 running backs. We got the tight end. Tight end's got to count for something too. We got to remember that. That's a pretty nice pick there. We got to get another backup tight end at some point too, but I'm not going to worry about that till much later. Maybe we try for another running back. Yeah, we're in the range now where I feel comfortable with a lot of these running backs, so I won't stress too hard about that. We'll just kind of maybe go with the value. We'll swing with the value. I'm picking up Gears of War. Is there a new one? I've played a couple of them, I think. I feel like I've played them all. This is back in like high school. Holy crap. That's a while ago. Maybe the most recent one wasn't that long ago. But I liked them. They were fun. I'm just such a weird gamer. Like, I'm so consistent with the games I enjoy playing. Recently, it's been, I cannot wait to get some more time in. It's been Helldivers again, because it finally came to Xbox, which is such a cool thing for Helldivers players on PlayStation. Like, oh my god, we needed it. We needed the help, and now there's this huge community of Xbox players coming in. Man, whoo! Having a lot of fun, because all my friends and my brother and everybody, they're on Xbox, so I've been playing Helldivers for a year plus, or however long it's been out. This whole time, enjoying the crap out of myself, and now I get to play with my friends, which is so much more fun, too. It has been so great. The remastered first one, I may try it. I remember liking them a lot. It's just been a long time. And I play the same games, like, every week. I rarely veer away from Apex, Helldivers, Madden sometimes. I think those are like the main three, if I'm being honest. I'm excited for Battlefield 6. That's probably the next game. I'm like, okay, I'll add that to the rotation. Because that was really fun. Me and my brother played the beta. That was a good time. Finishing that vlog, Pittman posted with Justin Herbert. I wanted to play for the Bolts. He'd be awesome with the Bolts too, man. I'd be down with Pittman. We need that X receiver. And we are 7 picks away. And yeah, I feel pretty good about the wide receivers. I mean, it could be a little better, but Drake London's a great 1. Ridley's a fine 2. Worthy's, he's okay. He's a 3. He's more of a flyer for me. But Keenan and Pittman, that should be good. Running back, I'm a little nervous on. I really wanted Jack Charbonnet. But we'll figure it out. Quarterback, we can wait. Yeah, how many picks do we have left total? Like, how many picks are left in this draft? Because it's a deep draft. We got it's a deep bench, I should say. So we have 12 to 18 left. Okay, so still plenty of spots. We got to remember, we're not just taking one quarterback. We're going to have to take a few. But I like to fill out all of these other positions first if I can. To cut QJ? Nah, don't cut QJ. Not yet. I don't know if we'll see what happens, because we got to remember that QJ, for all the frustrations that we've seen with the drops and everything, like, he did score 8 touchdowns last year. He can be a red zone guy. And we're hoping that next step, because this is generally the year that the wide receivers take that big step, we can hope that that happens this year. And a lot of people I know have written QJ off already, but we want QJ to be the best version of himself. We want QJ to take the next step, because honestly, we got a great deal on him. But that being said, the ice is very thin, right? I think that the Chargers bringing in Trey Harris and Keenan and all these guys, they know the situation with Quentin. They're aware of it, and they're prepared for it. But as fans, we should hope for his success. I'm not hoping for him to fail. We're prepared for it if he does, because, you know, team's got to make choices. All right, we are here at our pick. I should be paying way more attention. Are there any other running backs that I'm kind of like, okay, we need to... Man, a lot of them flew off the board that I was talking about a second ago. I'm going to let it auto-draft. I was too late. I should have been paying attention. Are we going to get Reed? Ugh, gross. Ugh, gross. We got to pay attention. All right, we got to get a quarterback off the board here. Murray's got some nice upside as a runner. We'll just take him. Who took Rashee Rice? I guess at this point, whatever, you're going to get him for 12 games. That could be a good value, but that's crazy. All right. We got all our positions covered, but we need depth at running back pretty bad. I don't know who's going to be there on the turn again. I'm guessing it'll be somewhere down here. Yowzers. We'll be okay. I got a plan. What about the tight ends? Yeah, I'm not too worried. Then quarterback. We got a strong quarterback, too. Kyler Murray's a good one. Rate your lineup? Yes. I will be rating the lineups at the end of the draft. You did on accident? Did you auto draft on accident or you take somebody before me? Oh, dude, again, Jordan Mason right before me. That was the guy I was hoping would make it to me because I have Aaron Jones. Oh, I missed on the handcuffs twice by 1 pick. Shame, shame, shame. Hopefully one of those running backs survive the season. Oh, you took Rashee Rice? Okay. Find me on the next drop. Oh, as far as the QJ thing, yeah, it can be frustrating, and especially like you're right, when Campbell got picked up immediately. Who was it too? It was somebody who needed an X receiver. I was like, man, what could have been? What should have been? The potential there. Now we'll never know. Hopefully we never know. But it's gutting. But you want to make sure that you're taking the proper risks. That's all I'm saying. Is that, you know, a lot of people are very cross with Quentin Johnston, but I mean, in comparison to a lot of other receivers and his big step forward from his rookie season to last season, like there's something there. We just gotta see if it's worth keeping on the roster after his rookie contract is up. I think that's kind of where the Chargers are at too, if I were to take a spitball guess at it. Decision paralysis is how it goes. Yeah, me too. You've seen me twice auto draft wide receivers that I want nothing to do with. Jaden Reed, he might be fine, but like that feels like Matthew Golden's team right now, huh? And somebody took Matthew Golden pretty high. I'll go see if we can find him real quick. I remember thinking, wow, is that Golden already? Neighbors, London, Thomas Brown. Yeah, right here. That's a bit higher. What is that, round 6? That's a bit higher than I've seen him. But hey, it's a good pick if it works out. If he really is that guy in Green Bay, not too bad. Take a bunch of handoffs at least. I mean, this late, I guess I can't complain. You know what I mean? But I think I'm just missing the mark on a lot of depth at other positions that I was hoping for. At this point, right, like our starters are CMC, Walker, and Mont. Aaron Jones should be fine too. We just got to stop with the wide receivers. I think we can't take another wide receiver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So all my other sleeper guys that I was excited about a little later down, I don't think there's space. I like Kyle Williams and Thornton and Tesla. UJ's, I mean, I get it, right? Like, there's concerns, but like 8 touchdowns last season, this far down the board, as like your very last wide receiver shouldn't seem that crazy. He's a good value. Look, he only posted 3 touchdowns. Kirk with the Houston Texans. I thought that was a weird trade. They traded for him, right? Oh, we're on the clock. Oh, no. That's it, baby. That's all she wrote. We're going to take Rashid Shaheed and be sick about it. Oh, boy. Sitting here stretching my legs, kind of. Oh, God. All right, we got to take the running back. Is he got take Bixby right before us again? Now I'm panicking. We're panicking. Actually, I kind of know who I want. Let's go get him. If I can find him in time. Dear God in heaven. I guess I'll take Nick Chubb. I think there's a chance Nick Chubb gets... I was looking for somebody else, though. Did he get taken before me, too? Yes, he did. There he is. Najee Harris. Y'all are killing me. This is going to be the what could have been draft for the director. 3 auto drafts and 3 snipes. Holy cow. Well, wide receiver's nice and stacked now, at least. How many more spots do we have left? 4? Ugh. Yeah, and we got other positions we got to figure out, too. I think that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I have room for another running back, either. There's still guys I wanted. Ah, there's players. Oh, I got to set this up real quick, too. Sorry, guys. I know it's rude. But we are getting ready to wind down this stream. And I got to make sure this is set up for tonight. Making sure I don't miss my pick. Okay, we're still 8 away. Six o'clock. 7 picks. Taking QJ next, we're popping off. I mean, at this point, who do we have? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, there's some nice upside guys there, but the man who scored 8 touchdowns last year this late in a fantasy league, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. 4 more picks, and we're looking at everybody's team too. Actually, while we're rounding out the last few picks here, I'm going to start looking at your guys' team after I'm done with these next 2 picks. I don't want to mess up again. Okay. We need a backup quarterback. And I think we're going to take Jordan Love. We already got Jaden Reed anyway. Let's take Jordan Love. Okay, real important I check that. Okay, cool. Also pay attention to your bye weeks, man. Because, like, even here, you can't quite see all of them, but, like, I have 2 players week 10, 2 players week 11. We're going to hope that somebody's available to get points on those weeks. Okay, now I got to get a tight end. I like Chig Okonkwo. And we have 2 more spots. Now that we're 16 picks away, let's start looking at your rosters. See who you guys decided to pick up. All right. Team number 1, Picasso. He's going to go with Chase, Irving, Taylor, Hill, Wilson, Williams. Wow. So you went real deep on the wide receivers after getting Jamar Chase, which is fine because you got 2 good running backs. And then you're going to end it up with Dobbins, Scatabo, Williams. Okay. That's pretty solid. Getting Chase and then 2 really good running backs. I mean, it's hard to hate it. Herbert, obviously, at quarterback. Next up, we got Bra with the Bijan Achane stack. Achane a little risky right now. There's a little concern about his availability, but I'm hearing better things lately. Like he should be able to play. And then wide receiver, your first one, Harrison McLaurin Smith. Receiver worries me a little bit, and your depth is okay. But you got Bijan, you got great running backs, so maybe that'll carry you through the season. And Lamar. I can't forget Lamar. These 3 quarterbacks going in the third is pretty wild. There goes Ollie Gordon. Saints curse you. Who was up next? Cross-eyed Billy. We got Saquon and Amon-Ra. That's an awesome stack. Or AJ, excuse me. AJ Brown. What do I think? Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Where'd he go? He went back there. Saquon and AJ is still awesome. Hope that the Eagles have another repeat season. Now you got Josh Allen, T. Higgins, Devontae Adams. Harvey's a little sketchy as your second. That's what you were asking me before, right? Mixon's also kind of sketchy. Ugh. You got to fix your running backs outside of Barkley. But other than that, like, everything looks pretty solid. Bassett with the Gibbs-Bauer stack. This is an interesting way to draft here, and it's not necessarily wrong either. Getting Gibbs, like a top 2 running back, awesome. Getting Bowers, the number 1 tight end, awesome. Getting Daniels, potentially a top 2, 3 quarterback, awesome. But the wide receiver position, we're hoping that you hit on a lot of other stuff. And you got a couple of good ones there. You're the one that ended up taking Golden. McMillan, if he pays off, I think you're looking pretty good. Jennings is a good pick. Yeah, I would say this is strangely interesting and might be effective. St. Rasso coming back in with the wide receiver stack of Lamb and Thomas. Very strong. And then Jacobs is a great follow-up at running back. That's a really good trio. Then you get a nice tight end, a nice quarterback. What did you need? You need another running back. It's going to be Swift and Johnson. That's fine. Yeah, that's a good team, Saint. Another good draft right there. Pickles, Justin Jefferson, Jay Jettas with Janty and Hampton. Getting both of the rookies is wild. I like it. It's fun. Pickens is one of my favorite sleepers. It's a little early, but he's on your team. Mara's great there too. Pearsall, you're taking the rookie tight end. Who's this team of rookies? Kelsey's good. That's crazy that Warren went before him. And we're about to be on the board, so we'll pick this up in a second. Pickles. And then what were we looking for here? We got 2 more picks, right? I think we were just going to round out these 2 positions and see where the depth is at. Yeah, there's enough. I think we'll take the upside of Michael Penix here. Let's see the bye weeks. 8 and 5. Bye week 5 there too. I'll take Cam Ward. Let's have fun with some rookies ourselves too. As soon as we get our last pick here, we'll finish rating the teams. And I gotta go eat, man. I haven't eaten today. What time is it? Holy crap! I gotta get some food in my belly, dude. I've been so busy since the moment I opened my eyes. Gotta eat. And last pick by the director. Do we go Hunter Henry with? Yeah, we do. We go Hunter Henry. He's got a quarterback now. Now let's go finish rating these teams. Mine's gonna suck, dude. Where were we? We're at Pickles. We just looked at the tight ends, right? Mooney, Addison. Addison could pay off if, we'll see what happens with his situation. Tootin's a great late rounder. Najee, you're the one that got Najee. That's a great value there. Cooper, who just got drafted or just got picked up by the Raiders, is a good pickup there too. Crazy how Cooper's back with the Raiders. Keenan's back with the Chargers. There was a couple of more, right? Thielen just went back to the Vikings. I feel like there's even another one where I'm like, crap, all these guys going back to their origins. That's awesome. Tell Jess I'm coming for her in the Wingnuts League. Uh-oh. I don't know, man. She got somebody in her corner that might know a thing or two about fantasy football. Nah, she's great too, though. Definitely the last year's team that she was on your guys' league with, had circumstances been a little different, I think she would have won it for sure. I couldn't believe it. I saw her roster. I was like, my God, this thing is stacked. Jorman, hey, Garrett, good to see you too, man. I'm assuming I know which Garrett this is too. Good to see you, dude. Been a minute. Derrick Henry, McConkey, Brown, and Evans. That's a pretty solid stack there. McConkey being your number 1 wide receiver. Did you pick him over Thomas? Yeah, because we're Chargers fans. Okay, I see it now. Your running backs are so strong. McConkey is great. He's going to be awesome. We all know it. Evans, Moore. Yeah, that's a pretty strong team there, too. Go down to the depth a little bit. Kraft. You got Mahomes, Stroud stack. You got Kincaid. Got some nice upside players and Kupp and Eckler. Okay. You got the Benson. Did you pick up, what's his name, too? At running back? Either way. pretty solid. I like that team. Here at the tail end, Nakua Brown, nice stack there. You got Kyron Williams too. That's great. A really strong first starting three. You're going to get Burrow and Metcalf, which is good. There's James Conner. That's who I was thinking of. Tracy's good. Wide receivers a little thin afterwards, but other than that, man, that's a solid squad. Here's my team. You guys dumped them on me. I had to take them. It's not even my fault, okay? There's CMC. There's London, McBride, Walker. You guys have seen my team. Jones, Allen, Pittman. Lots of auto drafts in here. Nick Chubb, I think, could be a good one. I think he's a bit of a sleeper. I think he may end up starting in Houston, which is crazy. There you go. Then finally, the last team, Charger 25, the man who sniped me the entire match. We got Collins, Neighbors, Cook, Smith, and Jigba. Oh, okay. That's a pretty good stack of receivers there, dude. Let's see if you can keep your running backs going strong as we go down the board. There's Henderson, Charbonnet, Etienne, Bigsby. Yeah, that's a good stack, too. This is a good team. Who are your tight ends? Where'd you take a tight end? There's your quarterbacks, Bo Nix, Drake May, two really good ones. Brenton Strange and Mason Taylor. Yeah, solid team. Well, not my best outing in terms of a fantasy draft, but hey, it'll get the job done, I think. That's the fifth one. Hopefully next week we have time to do one more. Again, that's usually the week I'm crunching the hype video. We'll see if I have time for another one, but this has been really fun. Thank you, everybody who participated. And keep your eyes peeled next Wednesday, I guess. Make sure, again, the notifications and stuff are on. I know there were some guys that were really hoping to get in on this one. I don't know if I saw everybody in here that was asking to get in last week, but we'll see if we can fit another one in before the season officially starts. And if anything, excited for the pick'ems this year, man. Whew. I'm so stoked, dude. We got some that I think could be pretty fun. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been The Director. If you like what you saw here, hit us up with a like and sub on your way out. We'll see you guys this weekend. Oh, we got some fun stuff up ahead, man. Take care. Get excited next week. Officially Chargers football kicking off. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna do this live here real quick before I officially shut down the stream. I got a text. Garrett watching your stream wanted me to send you his Wingnuts team. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see what you got going, Garrett. Quarterback McCarthy. Okay, Saquon Jacobs, Irving. Damn. Collins Higgins, pretty good. Pitts, or one of those believers. Are you a Scientologist in another life? And then can't see your bench, but that's a pretty solid start of running backs there, my friend. And getting Nico on top of that, disgusting. We're gonna have to do some work on the waiver wires this season, Jess.